Hello and welcome to Dario's Comic School, and today, well, this video is also for the End Time CCG, and today I will tell you what I did last week, why I didn't release videos. The reason is here, and the reason is also down here. Well, let me grab it. I was painting up some artwork, and I was also painting up cards today. After this video there will be another video with bad audio, but bear with me. So Conan got painted up. Quick painting tip: if you paint, take a look. Well, if you can draw, measure and get into drawings. And a quick painting tip: check out the picture or your reference. Don't paint it all the same color. If you have a picture like I had, I could see where are the dark parts, like beneath the arm. It's a bit darker than up here. Not everything was right, but as you can see, the farther you go, the darker the sea gets. And then I have some darker bushes, and all in all, it looks okay. And this is just for my February calendar, so I'm happy with this. But let's get to the real deal. I was painting up for the Chaos Galaxy TCG a few artworks, like Mrix, the Star Ranger. And I'm pretty happy how it turned out. Looks kind of cool. And then I came up with a different one, and his name was Grimaxx, creator of Galaxies. And I had in my head the design that he was a dude sitting there in space, like a space monk, or outside space, and creating galaxies with his hands, crafting it with his mind, with his hand. As you can see here, the drawing design or inking design isn't too bad. I have a big anvil, he's sitting there, his hands look cool, but I mostly winged the anatomy because I have no real idea how everything connects. I just say it. That's a weak point. The hands, I looked at my hands and redraw them, but soon we'll study the anatomy, so we don't have to guess anything. We know what to do. And then I thought, man, okay, would be cool. I painted him up. We'll come to the paints in a second, okay? And he's a monk somewhere in space, and he has a big anvil, and from this he creates galaxies. And then this is my signature. I was looking at Magic the Gathering painters and somehow Greg Capullo, and I come up with a Dario Di Donato with a triple D in these things, and as you can see, somehow the nails. And yeah, not my best drawing, not my best design. I always say that because, like, I could have put in more time. I kind of hammered this out in a couple of hours. A bit of a shame, but then again, I was learning. But we'll come to the next drawing, and that will be even better. But I think solid. But I was kind of disappointed because, like, the body doesn't really pop, and that's where I learned the lesson. The next day or the next few days, where you can see here the color really pop, and I thought, why is this so flat? Why is my painting so flat? And it's a classic mistake. As you can see, for drawing comics, like the comics I draw, I mostly make some good inks and put a flat color, and it totally works. Like the yellow, the anvil. I try to mix up a bit the colors, as you can see here, the whites from his knees, really thick paint, coming out, and then he crafts the Galaxy. I was pretty happy with this. I was proud. Not everything was cool, but I thought, hey, like the brush strokes here, I was happy with it. And then I came up, like I have some magic cards here, I have Chaos Galaxy cards here. I wanted to get this right, and then here I have some Shadowrun, like Angel Wings. I was following, now this is kinda a guide how I did it, because like, on this PC I don't have it right now. On my other laptop, I have something, it's called the Dota Do 2 guide, and it is a thing to make character sheets or custom designs. Maybe I can link it down below if I find it. I'm really sad, this is like my new laptop. My old laptop is right behind me, but it's not on. And on that Dota 2 sheet, oh wait a second, maybe I can Google it up. Let me see. Dota 2 character design sheet, design guide. Okay, because it's really good. Okay, from the Steam support. Introduction, yeah, okay, you can find it online. You have to type in, what did I type in? Here, Dota 2 workshop character art guide. And then I was thinking, okay, silhouette. And they have some really strong points here. The hero silhouette must be clearly identified at first glance. And I totally agree with that, because like, we have some Magic the Gathering cards like Basandra, Battle Angel. Okay, I'm zooming in, okay? You can see everything. It's a beautiful drawing by Rebecca Gui, Therese Nielsen. But if you zoom out, like, it's still a beautiful card, but you're not really recognizing everything. And then here, a card from the Shadowrun TCG. Bam, clearly visible. A drawing that's more than 20 years old, from Peter Berting, and here it is. Look, it's still alive and it's kicking and it's clear. Boom. Like, if I could zoom in, if I could. And this is the power of getting the silhouette right. Like, if you have brows in the hands, you cannot confuse it. Okay, you cannot confuse it Basandra, but this is more a drawing for a playmat, not for a Magic the Gathering card. And if you look, for example, at some Chaos Galaxy, like, these are not Zach's designs, but Zach's designs are very, very striking. They do this. They have a really strong silhouette, and you know what card you have, and you get definitely a really good sense. And then the silhouette should show a character's orientation. Okay, this is for the game, but here, this is important. The Dota hero were designed with a pose in mind. Even with custom items, the hero should reinforce the character's strength, demeanor, and speed. Like, look at this guy. This guy is an archer. This guy, probably a shaman or a wizard. This guy flies. Who knows? This guy has a bigger sword. This is Sven. This guy, probably a wizard. This guy, probably a demon. This guy, Night Stalker. You know what I mean? This guy is big and hulking, so he's a strength hero. And it tells you about values and dark, bright. This is really important, because like, when we look at this, I was doing some alters, and as you can see, I'm just putting in right now the bright things and the dark things, just to know where I am. And that gives me already shape and then a value, and the rest you can read for yourself. But also I stuck with these colors. Like, I picked 3 colors, and I kind of went for a 3 color scheme, because everything else is too much. Like, if you can see, like, kind of similar, but kind of the 3 color range. And you can look at this, but then I was starting to sketch out, okay, what is she? She's an angel. I wanted her to be Ounah, Angel of Luna. And then, okay, she has a sword and a shield. Pose number 1. Pose number 2. This is silhouettes I came up in my mind, or maybe I copied them. I don't really know, but I did come up. And then I was testing and this, and I'm really and then the last pose came to me. And what I was also thinking is like for the Chaos Galaxy TCG, as you can see, for most trading card games, you need somehow a square space, and it has to fit in here, but this is not square. So I was measuring the square space and what has to fit into it. And then, as you can see, like this is the reading. This is how you read comics. Like I was reading this morning a comic while waiting at a doctor, and the camera is always pointed, I have a camera right here, and the camera is always pointed like, look, you have something in the back, you have something in the midground, and then like this hand or this is in the front. And that gives you depth. And then the second panel goes usually in this direction, like this camera, and then some character here talks to a character back there, and that's called reading direction, or also like you're reading this picture from here to here to here to here to here, or you're reading this picture from here to here to here to here. Look at most pictures, look at most comics, they have it all, at least if they're good. So I started to put down the wing here, then another wing here, then I had kind of like, look, she's coming from the back, and then the sword is in the back, the shield is in the front. So I'm emphasizing that she's a protective angel first, and then a vengeful angel second. That she's a woman, that she's very womanly, like she's not skinny or anything. I didn't exaggerate her boobs or something like that. Like she's just a woman angel with a shield. The shield I got like from some Warhammer War Machine, like some big bulky things, and since she's from Luna, everything has a moon and a sword. And you see, I didn't know how to put the hand. This I will fix later when I have a different paper, just to see how she has to grab it more or less. I tested it with my own hands, and we will see it then here, how she grabs it. Not the best option, not like my strongest anatomy, but you can see like the development. That's why I'm making these videos. And I have to say, the sketch is really strong, and once I had the sketch down, I knew it would not look better than this. Just a gut feeling sometimes I get, because like the sketch is really rough and really good, and all the proportions seem to fit. And I could take this, blow it up, print it out, but it's not my process. Like I just start anew and try to implement what I've done here. As you can see, like the angel wings, and then the wings go down, and then here's her head, and then the shoulders a bit in the back, and then the sword go down, and then the shield. But the shield would have been stronger if it would have been tilted a bit in that direction, and if the shield would have been a bit longer. But okay, and then I picked 3 colors, and here I start. I first sketched it all out. I laid out where her head is and everything. Some things are not as good as they can be. I took a look at Cassandra, Battle Angel, Achroma, different angels from Google, where are the feathers, different Magic the Gathering angels here. But then at a certain point I trusted my gut and I went with that. But if I would have wanted it to make it even better, I would have put in even more time. And as you can see, the angel wings here are a bit different. But yeah, you have the same thing, like here the wings go down there, then she has her thingy. I think the here her face and how everything works out here is a bit cooler than in the final version, but I was basing this angel on a girl I know, a good friend, and I was kind of inspired by her hair, her demeanor, a bit of the body color, or how do you say, skin tone. And yeah, I was just having fun doing the work. And this was then the painting. I was putting everything down and I was pretty happy with it. And then I started picking up, these are pretty much the colors. Oh man. Like here I put in some water, some spongy things, and then some baking paper. I don't know, how do you call it? It's this. And as you can see, it's pretty much turquoise, a red, a yellow, and some colors in between. And it was kind of random because like I was looking, where did I start? I put in first the yellows because I knew, I guess the moon has to be yellow. That's the first thing I picked. Then I was looking at an Instagram model, a fitness model, and she had some turquoise things, how do you say, clothing on, and then I did that. And then as usual I put in some light, like this yellow, this is my thing. And then yeah, I got and did it, and somewhere like here the foot was not right, so I painted over it with white. I used white acrylic paint, like really thick paint, to cover that up. And here I put in, maybe I have to put in here another white thing to separate the cloth from her legs with such a marker. And then I kind of went and painted and drew and painted and drew. As you can see here, this spot, I have to go over this again. Kind of happy with this. It's okay how this turned out. I like her face and how she looks. Maybe I could have done a better job with separating everything and leaving some white highlights, so like here, so you can really distinguish the parts better. And this is really a cool piece, or a masterpiece, the sword. And look now, I paint up a lot of miniatures, and I was looking up how to paint a power sword for miniatures. And then I found a tutorial, I might link it down below, and you go from very dark to bright to very bright, and same thing from the other side. You can also see my Instagram account, I have pictures there. Once I had that, I put in the white lines, like crackling sparks, and then the red marks, I don't know what it are, but it's definitely power, and she holds a big sword, and yeah, that's pretty cool. And then the angel wings, I give it some highlight, some 3 tones, like a mid-tone, a bright tone, and a highlight. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it, but it's not my best work, but it had to get out. I had to finish it and scan it and send it to the UK. And yeah, so far this is what I did. Definitely pretty cool, but also a lot to learn. I hope you still enjoyed it. If you have questions or something that's getting on your nerve, like my fast camera switching over here and then switching over there, yeah, just tell me what you think. And yeah, last week I had a very painterly week. And if you want some of these, or maybe this artwork, I will put down a link below, and I will sell them soon. Yeah, we'll see us.